What's going on, guys? Welcome to the random, almost 1 a.m. Eastern Time stream. I have no idea who's actually going to show up for this stream. Just decided to do it a couple minutes ago. I just finished recording my main event prediction for UFC 274. And I don't like to go to bed leaving it, even though it's rendering and it should be done in the morning. I can upload it in the morning. I don't like leaving it undone. I just got to wait till it's finished rendering and then upload it. Usually I'll either just sit here playing on the computer for a little while waiting for it to finish up, or I'll just go, lay down for a little bit in my bedroom, come back and, when I think it's done rendering and upload it. And so I figured instead of sitting here staring at my computer, I just do a stream. I've done these multiple times throughout the course of the channel. So hopefully we have some interesting things to discuss. UFC 274 is coming out. I always try to stream more during the week of a big fight card anyway. This is just probably one of the latest weekday streams that I've ever done in my entire channel's lifetime. So if you're here, thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like the stream. Make sure you whatever you guys want to talk about. I can't wait. I can't believe. So when I do a prediction video, I don't have any script. I know pretty much kind of what I'm going to say, but I kind of just go off the top of my head. And I have no length of time that what it is. However long the video goes is how long the video goes. The prediction video for the main event is 20 minutes long. Could not believe it when I was finished talking. And half the time when I make these videos, I forget. Anyway, I forget not half the stuff. I forget a couple things that I want to say anyway. I haven't thought of anything that I forgot to say in that video yet. But the Charles Oliveira, Justin Gaethje lightweight title prediction video for UFC 274 will be out tomorrow. It'll be out tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. I'm going to upload it tonight. Get everything, title, description, tags, thumbnail, everything ready tonight. And it will be released either tomorrow afternoon-ish or tomorrow night. Probably just tomorrow afternoon. I don't really have a strict what time I want to specifically post prediction videos. So we'll see. But you guys can definitely expect it tomorrow. I'm so excited. Words can't even express how excited I am for UFC 274 in general. I know it's not the deepest card, but those top 3 fights have me so excited. I mean, Charles Oliveira, Justin Gaethje, no way that fight sucks, which I said about 60 times in my video. Co-main event, Rose Namajunas, Carlos Barza. I think it's a very close fight. People think, Carlos Barza has no chance. I think Carlos Barza may dethrone Rose Namajunas. Already have my prediction video out for that. Feature fight on the card, Tony Ferguson versus Michael Chandler. A lot of people think Michael Chandler is just going to blow the doors off Tony Ferguson and start the Tony Ferguson retirement party, but I don't necessarily think that's true. If you've already watched my prediction video, you know that. Somebody commented just now and said that Tony Ferguson, apparently the submission bet is plus 1,700. So if you're a betting person, go get on that. Tony Ferguson by submission plus 1,700 over Michael Chandler. I would take that bet if I was a betting man. I think that is a very likely outcome to this fight. I'm telling you right now, though, if Tony Ferguson gets brutally KO'd in the first round, I'm going to cry. But my pick was not based on bias for Tony Ferguson. So what's going on, John? How you doing, man? How you doing? What's going on? I'm glad you're up at 1 a.m. I'm actually pretty tired, but I'm just glad I have this prediction video done. And it's actually rendering. It's on 30% rendered right now. So it's a 4K. I've been doing all my big prediction videos in 4K. I have no idea who else is going to show up to this stream just because it's so late. Nobody knew I was doing this, and it is a Monday night, Tuesday morning. Let's see. Someone just said let's have respect for Tony and not call to cut him. I agree, Marcus.
Hey, what's up,
Whoa,
guys?
now I clicked on the video by mistake. Yeah, so if Tony Ferguson loses, I'm going to be devastated. So we'll see what happens. I forgot who's on. I think there's one prelim that I'm really looking forward to. Let me go take a look. UFC, Tapology. I forgot to enter my predictions in Tapology as I did them. So let me enter this one real quick. The main event prediction. Because half the time I forget what I choose. So I'm entering my main event prediction right now. Save that. So that way I can easily look back and remember exactly what I chose, what method and everything. I wanted to keep all my predictions on Tapology. I kept forgetting to enter my picks, which is super infuriating actually. UFC 274. I don't remember what I picked for the co-main event. I'm trying to remember. I'm gonna have to check later. I'm gonna enter the Tony Ferguson pick because I do remember that. Ferguson. Okay, save that. Joey, what's more important, the journey or the destination? It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. The journey is more important. The journey is definitely more important than the destination. If you're not having a good time on the way to somewhere, then what's the point even going there? That's my thoughts, regardless of what it is. I mean, don't you know this expression? I'm assuming that's what you asked it. Little seal in the chat. I'm done. I like your picture, by the way. It's just a little seal. It's a little seal. So, hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the very intriguing MMA conversation. I really appreciate it. X out of this. Which is unreal. Absolutely unreal. If you haven't checked out my prediction videos that I already put up, I don't. This is actually infuriating. Okay, yeah, I got to put my Rose Namajunas. Oh, okay, I did put that in there. Okay, let me make sure I have it. I try to link all my prediction videos in the other prediction videos, which sometimes I forget to do. Now I just clicked on the wrong video again. Okay. What's up, Panther? Hope you're doing well. How are you doing? Thank you for joining me on this late evening to morning. Thanks. I liked your answer. Well, I'm glad you liked my answer, little seal. I hope it takes you far. Pato, Carnalosi, and Esparza are all live dogs. Esparza is definitely a live dog. Definitely. And a lot of people are completely counting her out, which I think is unreal. I also think Tony Ferguson's a live dog. For some reason, this is not loading. And I clicked on the wrong video again. Okay. Let me go link this in here. Michael Chandler versus Tony and prediction. Okay, let's hope that typed. I think it's because I'm doing so much on my computer right now. It's lagging a little bit. Consider I'm streaming, rendering a 4K video. So let me save that. And my computer's being a little laggy. And I try to put my prediction video. But of course I forgot in the Rose Namajunas Esparza, so now I gotta go back and copy that as well. 5-2 in title fights. We'll see how it goes. I've always said in MMA, you know, you can be the smartest MMA person in the world. You can have a terrible pick record. Aren't too bad. My picks last year were amazing. Yeah, there's some type of lag. Is there? Guys, let me know in the chat. Is there a lag on the stream at all? I think it's because my computer's doing so much right now. But let me know, and I'll see what I can do. I'll close out some windows to hopefully free up space. Let me X out. It takes a lot of computing power to or hold on 1 second. I'm gonna switch my internet real quick. I'm gonna connect. So I'll be back in 1 second. Let's see if that fixes up the issue. Sometimes for some reason that Is it better now? Is it better now, guys? Let me know. It should be better. No lag for me, just a black screen. What? It was definitely laggy for me. How is it now, guys? Let me know now. How is it now? For some reason, when it gets a little bit weird and laggy, if I disconnect my internet and reconnect right back, it ends up working great. So let me know if it's great now. Much better. What's up, Kevin? Everything's good. What are you guys doing up so late right now? I can't believe this many of you guys are up this late. Honestly, I did not expect really anyone to pop into this stream at all, let alone 10 people at 1 a.m. on a Tuesday morning / Monday night. Yeah, so I exited out some windows. The video is almost, it's not almost done rendering, it's halfway done rendering, and I disconnect it and reconnect it. I was just getting ready for bed. Well, nothing better when you're getting ready for bed than tuning into an MMA live stream, right? Who in here, this is a random question, who in here has YouTube Premium? I'm genuinely curious, because watching videos in the background is just clutch. I can't live without it, being able to just put a video on and then just put my phone in on sleep, kind of, or whatever you want to call it, turning off my screen and listening to a video simultaneously, or a stream. Yeah, YouTube. I remember, does anybody else remember when YouTube had no ads? There was no ads. I just used a regular app. Yeah, it's not that bad, but once you go to premium, I'm telling you right now, there's no going back. There's no go. Once you subscribe to YouTube Premium, no matter what they hike the price to, there's no going back. I'm telling you right now, because the ads will infuriate you. There's no way. I actually signed up for the family plan, so that way I could share it with my brother, and my grandmother watches YouTube, a little bit of YouTube, so I share it with her as well, which is a little bit better value. Yeah, dude, Little Seal, if you get premium, you're never going to be able to go back, so choose wisely. I've had premium for years, never want to go back. Yeah. You can't. You literally can't. I'm telling you right now, someone pulls up a video on their phone and I start seeing an ad, I literally get infuriated. For no reason. Just because I've been conditioned of no ads, I literally could not go back. So, I would recommend it, but at the same time, if you're going to want to just have it for a little while and then cancel it, don't do it, because you're going to torture yourself. You're going to torture yourself. All right, who else is in no 20-second ad, no skip option? I've had YouTube Premium for probably 2 years now, I think, about 2 years. So I don't even know. It's crazy though. 20-second ads, no skip. When I remember I'd get like 5 or 10-second ads, or no, 30-second ads with a 5-second skip window, something like that. Who else is in this stream? Let me know. If you're just lurking in the stream right now, let me know in the chat. Good morning. I have a good question. Is this pay-per-view the funeral of Tony Ferguson? No, it is not. I have a prediction video out on the channel. Go check it out. It is not the funeral of Tony Ferguson. So there you go. Okay, let's see. I'm so excited I have this last prediction video done. I can't wait to upload it. Can't wait for you guys to watch it tomorrow and let me know what you think. What's up, guys? What's up, Banny Zio? I'm pretty sure you're a long-time subscriber. I'm pretty sure you were in some of the earliest streams, if I remember correctly. Let me know. I remember seeing this name. You don't pop in often, but you've been here for a long, long time. What's going on, man? Exit out of this. Okay, go to my... I'm going to make my thumbnail for the main event. I have no idea what pictures I'm using yet. Usually I already know what pictures I'm going to use. So I have to find some good pictures of Charles Oliveira and Justin Gaethje. Tony is finishing Chandler this weekend. Tony time. I agree. I agree with you 100%. Panthers rule. Tony could have one of those call the ambulance, but not for me moments in the Chandler fight, and I'm hoping for it, to be honest. I mean, how can you root against Tony Ferguson, honestly? But I genuinely believe, I said this in my video, I'm not picking him just because I like him. I truly believe people are just underestimating him vastly. He's lost to 3 of the best in the world, top competition. Chandler's lost to those same, 2 out of those same 3. Come on now. Come on now. Call the ambulance, but not for me. That'll be hilarious. Let me go to Tapology. Can you imagine if Tony Ferguson puts on an absolute clinic and just brutalizes Michael Chandler, standing elbows, just walking him down, standing elbows, Imanari rolls, catching kicks from Chandler, ducking under hooks. Maybe he gets taken down, but he scrambles back to his feet, and while he's down there, he's landing elbows from the bottom. Vintage Tony Ferguson. Both guys bloodied, battered. Would be amazing. Would be amazing. Okay. I'm good, bro. I'm a veteran fan. When it's below 200 subscriber, I watch all the videos. Keep going. You were a subscriber under 200 subscribers, Banny? That's crazy. That is crazy, but I do remember the name, so I don't doubt you. I don't doubt you. I get sad when Tony and Derek Lewis lose. It just feels sad. I don't know why. Tony, I do, but Derek Lewis, I don't care. The MMA world is a better place with El Kukui and the Black Beast winning. Fair enough. Fair enough. I hope. No. What is that? Why did that not copy? I'm trying to make a thumbnail for my prediction video right now. They have the oldest picks on Tapology ever. Charles Oliveira. It feels like 274 was announced a long while ago, and I'm so excited that we're finally here. I'm just fixing up this thumbnail now. Banny Zia, sub 200 subscriber. That's insanity. I think Tony will perform better than people expect. He's obviously not as good as he was, but his last 2 losses came against better grapplers. I can't see Chandler finishing him in the 3rd round, and I can't see Chandler finishing him in the 3rd round, and he might even gas before Tony tries, if he tries keeping a high pace. Agreed 100%. Watched Embedded earlier. Tony looks old. Oh, God, no. Don't say that. Don't say that. Please, no. I feel like also people see what they want to see almost. Or what they think to be true anyway. I'm looking for some pics I haven't seen too many of for this thumbnail. UFC 269. That is a great picture right there. I'm probably going to use that one. The way he jumped on Dustin Poirier's back was incredible. I swear, Charles Oliveira in some pictures looks like King's Ramses from Courage the Cowardly Dog. Who knows who I'm talking about? Who knows who I'm talking about? So I'm going to use that pick. Justin Gaethje. UFC 268. Let's see if there's some solid picks from UFC 268 of Justin Gaethje. That looks solid to me. Dude, I can't believe how fast time is going by. It's absolute and straight up insanity. How is it already May? What the hell? Okay, Charles Oliveira goes there. Okay. Let's see how that looks. Guys, throw some questions in the chat. I'm going to answer them here in a minute. I'm just finishing up making this thumbnail. It's harder than you think. I'm thinking about. Okay. I'm headed to bed, though. I'm out, y'all. Wish y'all success. Thank you, Panthers. What do you make of Tony saying he brought his old wrestling coach into camp and that he's planning on wrestling Chandler? Tony says some weird shit. I wouldn't take into account anything. I won't be surprised at all if Tony comes out and walks right over Chandler. He shouldn't be such a big underdog. I think it's insane that he's a massive underdog. I think either guy can win this fight, but I think it could be very competitive. I know exactly what you're talking about. King Ramses, I'm assuming. Filio is super active. Third fight of 2022. Great way to start a UFC career. Good addition to the welterweight division. And he looks incredible. Miguel Baeza, I know he hasn't done the greatest lately, but solid win over Miguel Baeza. Hey, mate, I'm new. What are you doing? Just answering questions, talking about MMA. I'm rendering out my main event prediction video and uploading it for tomorrow. So while I'm waiting for all that to go, to be ready, I'm just on the live stream, making thumbnails, talking to you guys about UFC 274. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, The Fight Front. Appreciate you. Hello, what's the discussion for tonight? Anything you want it to be. We're mainly talking UFC 274, but we can really talk about whatever. Random, if you absolutely had to make one change to the UFC, would it be open scoring, new gloves, or 160 new gloves? I don't necessarily want open scoring. I don't know how it would affect it. The 165-pound division, I'm weird about change. And I just feel like, why can't they go fight at 170 or 155? New gloves. I'm so sick and tired of eye pokes. Agreed. I've enjoyed watching him. What is that about? Oh. Filio is a beast. He looked impressive even in his loss against Pereira. Yes, I believe he looked impressive in both of his fights. And the first one was short notice in January. So he's definitely UFC caliber. Love the graphics. Awesome. Thank you for your support. I'm assuming you're talking about the comments popping up. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. So, appreciate you tuning in. Let's see. I don't know how I want to make this thumbnail. I guess that'll be good. Right there. It looks a little bit different than usual. Charles Oliveira, Justin Gaethje breakdown and predictions. Save that. Okay, we're good to go. A lot of eye pokes are from people thumbs, but new gloves would probably help a bit. Yeah, I have no idea. It depends. It depends what the gloves would look like, you know? Yeah, it's clean. Yeah, it's StreamYard. It's StreamYard. I mix it in. I use it sometimes. Sometimes I don't use it. I do streams every single Wednesday, so if you care to join me Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern, The Fight Front, I'll be streaming this Wednesday. Man, imagine if O'Malley fought the Font we got Saturday. Easy finish. Fair enough. I don't know if he would have done the same amount of damage as Marlon Vera. I have picked against Charles Oliveira in his last few fights. I won't be making the mistakes of this time. I have not picked against Charles Oliveira in a long, long time. If ever, definitely not in the last 4 years. I've been a big Charles Oliveira believer. Who do you think Jack Shore should fight next at UFC London? That's a great question. That is a great question, actually. The bantamweight division is just filthy. I don't know. Give him Frankie Edgar. Let's see him against Frankie Edgar. If you need help in Photoshop, I'm pretty good with it. Well, appreciate the offer. Appreciate the offer. If you do you have Instagram? Go follow me on Instagram. If anybody's in here who doesn't follow me on Instagram, it's at MMA Joey C. Send me some stuff you can make. Maybe I'll have you help me make some graphics I can use in videos, depending on what it looks like. I don't know. I'm super picky about what I would want to incorporate in videos, but maybe if you can send me like make like a fake tail of the tape for like 2 fighters. I'm always making those, so depends if you want to or not. It's up to you. Should they allow knees to ground an opponent to de-incentivize fighters staying on their knees just to avoid damage when they're gassed out? I don't know. It's hard to say. Maybe. I don't see why they're illegal, but I'm always hesitant for change, especially drastic change. Who might beat the champ, Charles or Justin? I mean, who is a threat to the title? Islam is a threat. Rafael Fiziev is a threat. There's a couple threats. Do you know if Charles got his eyesight fixed? He's saying in interviews that he can't see properly during fights, and that's why he keeps getting dropped. I don't think he can. I don't think he really has an option. He has poor eyesight. Imagine if O'Malley fought the Vera we had on Saturday. I can see it now. O'Malley being stretchered out of the cage. I would agree, Oh, wait, that's what happened in the first fight. If O'Malley had fought the Vera we seen on Saturday, I think O'Malley would have been airlifted from the cage. They would have had to open the arena top, if that's even possible, drop the cables down with the stretcher, and airlift him out of there. Definitely, I'll be back. Awesome, the fight front. Appreciate you. Have you seen the Canelo and Usman Twitter feud? And if so, what are your thoughts? Usman's embarrassing himself. He's criticizing a sport that he's so desperately trying to join. And it's an embarrassing. And I know a lot of people, even people who watch this channel are very defensive of MMA, but these MMA fighters begging for boxing fights while simultaneously criticizing boxing is just a bad look. Vera managed to get through Font due to his amazing durability. I don't think O'Malley would have coped well with Font's pressure in the early rounds. Yeah, I don't even think for sure that O'Malley would definitely beat Font. It's crazy that Font just has pillow hands, though. Oh, yeah. Hold on a second. After O'Malley would have get airlifted out of the arena, he would have had no serious injuries. So there you go. I think Ferguson wins by decision. I hope you're right. I think he wins by submission. I have a full prediction video. Tony Ferguson, the type of guy to get someone to toss him a steel chair mid-fight WWE style. I love the Tony, the type of guy jokes. Who do you think Leon versus Usman? Why do you think Leon versus Usman isn't official yet? Is there a chance it doesn't happen? Definitely. I could see Hamzat creeping in there for sure. I have no idea why it's not official, but it could definitely not happen. Charles can get laser eye surgery though, right? Yeah, but I think that only works if you have certain eye conditions, so I don't know. LASIK eye surgery Oliveira would be a mythical fighter. Come on, guys. O'Malley would have a field day with Font. You don't know that. You don't know that, Earth Rocker. Mohammed Golid. Clapping and laughing faces. Yeah, I definitely, think O'Malley would be able to hang in there with Font. Maybe not get stretchered out of the cage with no serious injuries, but I'm not saying for sure he's going to win. How much are the bobbleheads? They vary in price. A guy named MMA Bobblehead makes them. Not guy named. A company named MMA Bobblehead makes them, which is a small company. I got the DC bobblehead. I got the Nick Diaz bobblehead. I got the Dustin Poirier bobblehead. I got the Jorge Masvidal bobblehead. I got the Demetrius Johnson bobblehead, and they're all autographed. I actually have a video on the channel, but it's a members-only video. So if you want to become a member of the channel, there's a bunch of benefits. The link is down in the description. You get badges next to your name, loyalty badges. You get custom emojis you can use in the chat as well as the comments of the videos. You get access to our members-only Discord, as well as I do have extra live stream replays for members only, as well as a bunch of behind-the-scenes stuff. So if anyone wants to become a member of the channel, you can check out that video where I show off all my MMA memorabilia. It's in the members-only tab. The link is down in the description if you want to join. But they vary in price from about $150 to $200 is roughly for the autographed versions of them. You can buy the non-autographed versions of them, but I don't know how much they cost. What makes you think Ferguson can sub Chandler, Joey? Chandler has never been subbed, if I remember correctly. Curious to hear your details briefly. We'll watch the breakdown after this. I believe that Chandler will get gassed out. Not gassed completely, but he will start to wear down, start to slow down. I think Ferguson will be pressuring. I think that Chandler will look for a sloppy shot and get subbed. I don't think that Ferguson can just outright take him down and sub him. Chandler's got good jiu-jitsu defense. But I think, has Michael Chandler ever been subbed? I don't know. You might be right on that one. And Oliveira had his back too. So let me just double check that real quick for you. You might be right. Yeah, he's never lost via submission. So this will be a first. But I just think the cardio, he's going to shoot on a sloppy shot. And Tony Ferguson has a lightning quick Darce choke. So that's my thought process behind it. But you can definitely watch the detailed breakdown. I see Chandler versus Ferguson being an all-out war. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. It should be fun. Should be fun. This won't show up, but John Heber posted a bunch of the emojis. What's good, Joey? What's up, Jordan? Low Spade. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. Who do you think will be Khamzat's next opponent? Colby or Usman? It's got to be Colby or Usman. I guess it could be Bilal, but I don't want to see Khamzat versus Bilal. But that is a compelling fight. Don't get me wrong. I just want to see Khamzat versus Colby or Khamzat versus Usman next. You know, but who knows what's going on with Colby. There's a lot of stuff going on in the media right now since he's been attacked by Masvidal. Okay, I'm going to upload this video now. It's literally just finished rendering. But at least it's done. Leon calling out Chael for saying the UFC wants to pay him to step aside for McGregor rubbed me the wrong way about Chael. Do you know why Chael said that, or he just being dishonest? Kind of confusing. I've actually talked about this a lot on the channel recently, just because people, people constantly regurgitate and ask me about stuff that Chael Sonnen says. Chael Sonnen is full of shit. Don't believe a word Chael Sonnen says. Chael Sonnen makes up shit for clicks. Chael Sonnen says things just because he's personally pushing those things. There's videos from a year ago, or a little bit longer than a year ago, talking about how there's no way Charles Oliveira is going to get a title shot because he doesn't deserve it, and that Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier 3 should be for a title. Chael Sonnen has one of the worst MMA YouTube channels in the entire, on the entire internet. It is awful. He makes up shit, and he throws shit at the wall and hope it sticks. And he just makes up shit like that because he wants to get headlines. So, there you go. Now you know everything about Chael Sonnen. I think Chael Sonnen doesn't really care about his YouTube channel. And I don't think he cares about what he says. He just tries to push ideas into fruition. So basically, I feel like what he was trying to do there is not only was he trying to generate clicks, get his name in headlines, all that stuff. Hold on, my nose is itching. But also what Chael Sonnen was trying to do is he was trying to get people talking about this. And then if enough people got behind this and said, oh, this is a great idea, I love this, he was hoping it would push the UFC in that direction because that's what Chael Sonnen wants. He wants a WWE-style UFC where guys who are the most popular get fights because they talk shit, because that's who he was. Don't take anything, and don't give any credence to anything Chael Sonnen says ever. Is Dominic Cruz versus Dvalishvili real? Not as far as I know. I'm a new subscriber. Thank you for subscribing, Jordan Low Spade. Appreciate you. Thank you for joining the community. I greatly appreciate it. What video did you find the channel on? Let me know. I'm curious. What video did you find the channel on? I think a lot of people are overlooking Carla Esparza. She can beat Rose again. I said that in my prediction video. I'm with you, Daniel. Do you think Dustin Poirier versus Charles 2 should happen? Not right now. I mean, Dustin Poirier has a lot of work to do. It's probably never going to happen. I think Ferguson should use his push kick and use his jab in the Michael Chandler fight. Fair enough. I think he's got to avoid the power of Michael Chandler early. That's what he's got to do. I think Khamzat needs more fights before fighting Usman or Colby. I think Leon fight makes more sense than fighting Usman or Colby. Well, Leon's probably fighting Usman. But I think if you beat Gilbert Burns, you're ready to fight Colby or Usman, in my opinion. Chael talks out of his ass 24/7. Agreed 100%, Kevin. I think Neil Magny versus Shavkat is co-main event. Co-main event of what? Of the fight night card they're on? Fair enough. Yeah, I don't think Ferguson subbing him is impossible at all. It would be so hyped if he did that top 3 moment of the year for me. Fair enough. It'd be incredible for sure, and I think it's very possible. That was my official prediction. And how do you see that fight? I think Shavkat is just far too good for Neil Magny. He's going to beat him up everywhere and probably stop him. I'll say stop him via TKO ground and pound. Dustin P said he wants to fight the winner of Tony Ferguson Chandler. If you guys remember, Dustin Poirier was scheduled to fight Tony Ferguson on the Khabib Nurmagomedov Justin Gaethje card, I believe it was. Is Shavkat going to crack the top 5? Yes, probably next year, I would say. I think they'll do Oliveira, Gaethje versus Makhachev and Bilal versus Chimaev on Abu Dhabi card. Bilal suited to the audience a lot too, so the fight makes sense. Fair enough, it might very well happen. You might be right. I want to see Derek Lewis versus MMA Joey. Haha, it's going to be fun. No, I don't want to see that at all. Who should Fizzy fight next? I want to see Fizzy versus RDA. It's been scheduled twice. It's been canceled twice. Rebook the fight. Who should Izzy fight now since he defeated Robert Whittaker twice? It's going to be Jarrett Cannonier. His next fight is going to be Jarrett Cannonier. That's the next fight for Israel Adesanya. Okay, I'm going to X out some of these tabs I don't need anymore. Okay, guys. Guys, if you haven't already, do me a favor and like the stream. I would greatly appreciate it if you run up the likes on the stream. It helps push it out to more people. I'm uploading my main event prediction as we speak. I mean, Dustin would get his butt kicked again if he fights Charles Oliveira again. I agree. Poirier versus Chandler would be a crazy fight. I'd love to see Poirier versus Chandler. Tony winning might be the biggest talking point coming out of 274 if it happens. I agree. It would be huge. Who do you read the fight between Oliveira and Dustin? What is your expectation? Who do you read the fight? Oliveira and Dustin already fought, and Oliveira won, so I don't know what you're asking exactly. So rephrase it, my friend. Maybe Hamzat versus Leon winner gets a title shot. Maybe Hamzat versus Leon interim title fight while Usman sits out with an injury. Who knows? Did you see the Li Jingliang call out Masvidal? No, I didn't, but he's not going to get that fight. It's not going to happen. Is Gus going to beat Krylov? I believe Alexander Gustafsson will beat Nikita Krylov. Should they make Andrade Rodriguez title eliminator or Zhang Joanna winner get it? Or both those fights fight each other. Winner of that fight gets it. But it wouldn't surprise me if Joanna gets another title shot if she beats Zhang Wei Li. What would be a great fight for Conor McGregor return? Michael Chandler or Tony Ferguson, whoever wins this Saturday. Or Nate Diaz or Jorge Masvidal. The fight makes a lot of sense with Jorge Masvidal. It would make a lot of sense as well. A new has been added to this card, so welterweight bout. Yeah, Andre Fieldhill. Yeah, and I love watching him fight. I know exactly what you're talking about. They just added it this week. Super active. Thoughts on Andre Fieldhill getting a quick turnaround and fighting this weekend after knocking out Baeza? I respect it. I mean, I respect active fighters. It's hard to be active constantly, and this guy looks good. He's got a big win over Miguel Baeza, knocked him out. I respect him, and I'm looking forward to seeing him fight. I think he's on the televised prelims, which he deserves to be. Do you think there's ever a time in the career where Ferguson would have generally beaten Khabib? Absolutely not. I'm a big Tony Ferguson fan. I'm a big Khabib Nurmagomedov fan. Khabib would have ragdolled Tony and beat the brakes off of him on the ground. Conor can fight RDA for his return. I wouldn't mind that either. I doubt that's what they go with, though. The loser between Ferguson versus Chandler fights McGregor. Yeah, probably. UFC is going to want to find him a winnable match, so maybe the scraps of if Tony gets a 4-fight losing streak, he might get the Conor fight. Can Conor even make 55 now? He's huge. My guess is probably. Do you like the UFC 275 poster and thoughts on it being on a Sunday? I don't think it's on a Sunday in the United States. I think the poster, the one where the one's looking off to the side and the one's looking straight forward, looks just atrocious. Atrocious. There's a new one that's like the size of a YouTube thumbnail. Looks good. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Zark. I'm not sure. What's better, Chandler versus Conor or Jorge versus Conor? Chandler versus Conor or Jorge versus... I like Jorge versus Conor. What if Conor wants to be in welterweight? Who's he going to fight? Bilal? He's going to lose to everyone at welterweight. Dan Hooker said he's moving back to 155. Says the move to 145 was a mistake and blamed the pandemic for his recent losses. What's your take on this? I thought the 45 wasn't the greatest move, but you never know. People criticize Jose Aldo for moving to 35, and look at the success he's having there. But he has had like short notice fights, and he hasn't had the proper training camps, and he hasn't been able to travel properly. So we'll see. We'll see, if that excuse is true, but I never like to hear excuses. Ferguson probably retires if he loses to Chandler, has 2 little boys, and Father Time is definitely undefeated. Yeah, that'll be a sad, sad day. Conor versus Robbie Lawler at welterweight. I'd sign up for that. Vera versus Aldo rematch or Vera versus Sandhagen. Vera versus Sandhagen. I would prefer that fight. Do you believe Rakic and Aspinall will be future champs? Rakic, yes. Aspinall, I'm not sure yet. How long are you going to be streaming? I don't know. Maybe another 20 minutes, half an hour. Probably something like that. Something like that. Why do you ask? Let me know. Let me know. The Fight Front. You said you're a new subscriber too. How did you find the channel? What video did you find the channel on? I'm curious. Already read this. What is your expectation of the fight between Oliveira and Justin? It's going to be a crazy, wild fight. Either guy can win. My full breakdown and prediction video will be out tomorrow. You can watch it. It's 20 minutes long. It'll be out tomorrow afternoon. I do think Tony should retire if he loses, especially if it's dominant. I don't have a problem with that opinion. Should Usman go for the middleweight title when he is back or no? No, I don't think. I don't know. I guess so. He can. But I'd rather see him fight Hamzat, in my opinion. Thoughts on Mokaev, future champ? Thoughts on Mokaev, future champ? It's too early to tell. He's too young. I was wondering, do you have specific times or days you stream? And just on my recommend, it was just this stream. It wasn't like in a different video. I've done a lot of prediction videos recently. That's what I thought you found it on. But yeah, I stream every single Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. But I usually do a couple streams a week. Some of them are random. It's usually later in the day, somewhere between 8 and 10 p.m. Eastern time. But every single Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern. I usually stream a lot of the smaller cards, PFL, Bellator, really crappy UFC fight nights. And I also do live post fights for all the big pay-per-view cards. So as soon as UFC 274 ends, I will be live streaming on here right after the fight card ends, giving all my reaction and analysis, and also answering your guys' questions. So about 1 a.m. on Saturday night, Sunday morning, I'll be streaming right after the fights end. So you can join me then. And I'll also be streaming on Thursday this week. I'll be streaming the UFC press conference. I saw somewhere Conor versus Shiver 2. Seaver 2? That's not real, if that's what you're saying. But to be perfectly honest, I think Ferguson loses. They should give him a money fight with McGregor and let him ride into the sunset. Fair enough. I have no problem with that. Do you think Topuria will still today at lightweight? I think it's a mistake if he does. He was undersized against Jai Herbert. Could you ever envision Covington fighting at 185? I think he wants to fight Adesanya. Is in need of a heated rivalry. Why wouldn't UFC push this? I don't think Covington's going to have any success at 185. I could see him fighting there if he can get an Adesanya fight, but I don't think so. Will Curtis Blades be able to take down Aspinall? It's possible. I don't know. I can't wait. I can't wait to see it. It was just a stream. That's crazy. That's crazy. So the live streams are getting pushed out. A lot of my videos recently have had an uptick in views as well. And I've looked at the analytics. It's from recommended. So YouTube's really recommending the channel lately. We're almost to 3,000 subscribers. Thank you guys for subscribing. I appreciate you guys. Is Francis Fury going to happen? Probably. It looks like it. What do you think of Tristan versus Elkins? It was a crazy fight, but neither one of those guys are ever really going anywhere. I think Aspinall makes easy work of Ngannou. Honestly, I don't think anyone's making easy work of Ngannou. The KO power is nasty. The KO power is nasty. I think he has more of a war with Curtis. I think that's a very compelling fight. Both guys are very well rounded. Is Volk number one pound for pound now? I would say yes. That's how I found you, Joey, in the recommended. Oh, just the live stream as well. That's crazy. Appreciate you. Glad to have you guys as subscribers on the channel. Appreciate you guys. I have a bunch of prediction videos out. I do prediction videos every single week. I do a weekly live chat every single Wednesday for about an hour, hour and a half at 6 p.m. Eastern. Live post-fight shows, videos pretty much every single day. I try to put out a video about the latest events going on. Colby versus Martin would be fire. Who's Martin? They remind me of each other. Marvin. Okay. Nah, Colby would get destroyed by Marvin Vettori. Fighting. Call me crazy, but I think Curtis beats Tom. I think it could go either way. Francis will get his butt kicked by Tyson Fury. I agree. In a boxing match, he's going to get destroyed. Oh, wow, you agree. Volk is number one. Who is your number two? Usman or Petr Yan? What's the biggest money fight the UFC can make right now? Probably Conor McGregor, Jorge Masvidal. Will you make MMA gaming videos? Maybe in the future. I don't know. Probably not. I already got too much. It takes a lot of time just to make what I make now on YouTube. So it's hard to say. But maybe in the future, if I can do this full time or something, it would be if I could have extra time to make those types of videos. Let's check this out. Holy crap. A bunch of people are now watching my Tony Ferguson, Michael Chandler video, which is awesome. It's now at almost 2,000 views, which is great. Crazy that guy that beat Michael Pereira lost to Elkins. Yep. Michel Pereira, I said pronounce his name wrong, but he gassed out. Should Max Holloway fight for the title one more time, or should win a fight to get another title shot? I think he should fight for the title again. He has to win over Yair. I would rather them give Francis Deontay Wilder or something. That'd be fun. That'd be very fun. Which division is worse, middleweight or heavyweight? Probably heavyweight. Aspinall beats Blades. Fair enough. What's your PC specs? I don't remember off the top of my head, but they're really good, and it's a laptop, actually. It's a really nice laptop. I think in the future I'm going to buy a nice PC, though. If I can make enough money off the channel, if I get your guys' donations, send us super chats, I'm going to buy a nice PC, and then I'm going to have my laptop clamped to like a desk clamp, and I'm going to have my laptop here and my PC, like a widescreen monitor here. So send a donation, guys. The super chat button's below. No way Curtis beats Aspinall. I wouldn't say there's no way. Get an interview with Blades. I would love to do interviews. It's just going to be, it's difficult. I'm a little bit, nervous about doing it. Then I feel awkward asking people for it. And also I still have a small channel. It's something I'm working on. It's something I'm working on in the future for sure. I think Alex Pereira gets beat by any wrestler. Well, luckily he's fighting Sean Strickland, and then he's going to be fighting for the title if he wins that fight. So we don't have to worry about that. Specifically Brunson, he's not going to fight Brunson. Daniel De Silva reminds me of Johnny Walker. Okay, fair enough. Tom versus Tai would have been a better event. I would have preferred that matchup as well. Tom Aspinall versus Tai Tuivasa would have been incredible. But I think they kind of wanted to push one of those towards the top of the division. So at least this way, I guess they should have matched them up. They would at least have one of them winning and push towards the top of the division. Why isn't Zhang versus JJ 5 rounds? Shaking my head. I wish it was 5 rounds too, but it's because the UFC put it on a pay-per-view and it's not co-main or main. It's not for a title. I wouldn't mind it being a 5-rounder. Tai versus Gane. That's a clean, easy night for Gane, honestly. Yeah. Gane beats Tai with ease. I agree. Let's see what we got here. Dude, that looks nice, man. That looks nice. I just got your message. That's crazy that you're that good with it. I'll have to check out your profile. Oh, I see you don't have that many on here. That's one of your edits. Oh, Let's see what you said. You messaged me back. I'll read it one more time. Yeah, it looks good, man. It looks good. If you ever want to work something up for me for a video idea, if you want to make a thumbnail for me, you don't mind, you send me something. Come up with, I can't promise I'll use it though. That's one thing I can't do because I'm super picky about what I use. So if you ever got the time, want to work up a thumbnail, say, here, man, if you want to use it, and you don't feel offended one way or another, send me something over. I'll see what I can do. Should Juliana versus Nunes 2 happen now or soon? It's going to happen soon. They're the coaches on the Ultimate Fighters, but it should happen. I've been on Aspinall before the train. Fair enough. Valentina by any way she wants versus Santos. Yes, most likely. I don't see Tai beating any top 5. He just took a big jump fighting Lewis, and he almost lost that fight. And he almost lost to Greg Hardy. So heavyweight division is super exciting right now. Yeah, but the depth of the division is not very good. If Tony gets past Chandler at 274, would you be interested in a Dustin P. Ferguson fight? Yes, I would be. But Joey, you already talked about Curtis. You already talked to Curtis. No, I talked to Chris Curtis, not Curtis Blades. I don't have a lot of posters up, but I'm working on some. That's awesome, man. The one you sent me looks really solid. I know it's hard work. Do Stipe retire if Jones wins? Do you think Stipe retires if Jones wins? Probably not. Probably fights 1 or 2 more times. Tai going to be the first person to knock Gane out. I'm calling it. Did you ever think Glover would be champion after seeing him get beat up live by John Jones? I don't think I thought he would make a career resurgence like he did, so probably no. If Ferguson beats Chandler and they do Dustin P versus Tony afterwards, they make it a main event to a fight night UFC Apex. They better not. It better be a live event. If you want to give me some ideas, I could do something for fun and you could use it or not. Laughing face. Okay. Dude, if you want to see if you can make up a post-fight thumbnail. If you know, it's the 16:9, the thumbnail. If you want to, you don't have to. But that'd be cool. I'll check it out. Maybe I'll use it. Maybe I won't. I just can't promise anything. That's what I don't want to promise anything. But I'm always interested in help, and I appreciate your support on the channel. Do you think McGregor in his prime would have give Khabib a better fight? I think he was in his prime, so no. Would Aljo versus TJ be a good title fight? TJ would beat the brakes off him, in my opinion. Tai ain't going to KO Gane. Yeah, I agree. Gane's going to just outpoint him from a distance. Just outpoint him and beat him up and probably take him down and beat him up on the ground as well. Is Merab versus Cruz going to happen? I hope so, but I don't know. So Nate is ducking Poirier. Poirier is ducking Colby. Colby's ducking Hamza. Interesting. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? I don't think Nate is ducking Poirier. He's been begging for Nate's been begging for the Dustin Poirier fight. I think Gane will be skilled for Tai. Will be too skilled for Tai. Yeah, I agree. That's what I already said. I had to take a minute to think about it. I'm a little bit tired here. Imagine Neil Magny just goes out there and beats up Shavkat. I'd be shocked. So would I. So would I. I really want to see TJ to beat Sterling just so I can see him fight Jose Aldo. I need that fight. I'd rather see Jose Aldo beat up Aljo first. How do you think Khabib looked versus Justin in the Justin versus Khabib fight? I think Khabib looked good. And I think he had an injured foot, if I remember correctly. Canelo versus Bivol starts at Tony versus Chandler same time. I don't watch boxing, so I luckily don't have to worry about that. Yeah, man, I'll make it with some photos for the event so it's accurate. Well, yeah, but I'm trying to think. So I'll have to make a placeholder one because I schedule it on like Thursday or Friday. And then usually what I do is I change it out maybe Sunday morning. So I'll still have to schedule it with a different one. It's up to you. If you want to make that one too, and then I'll switch it out with the event photos, just let me know. Either way, I'm cool with whatever. Nate isn't ducking Dustin. Where'd you get that from? I am now more on the Shavkat train. I'm on the Shavkat train as well. Colby will get beat up bad at 185. Colby D. Riders just don't want to admit it. I agree. Name your top 10 all-time UFC fighters. Anderson Silva, GSP, John Jones, Jose Aldo, Habib Nurmagomedov. No, in no specific order, by the way. I'm trying to think. And it's very subjective. There's 5, man. I can't come up with 10. I can't come up with 10. It's hard to pick them out, honestly. You know, are you talking about my favorite fighters or like best resume? There you go. I might be tripping, but I swear he said somewhere I don't want that fight, but he had the reason for it. Boxing sucks. Okay. Nate doesn't want that Dustin fight. Let's be honest. Well, he's been calling for it. Yes, yeah, definitely. I'll DM you on fight day and get some small details for it. All right, fair enough. Whatever you want to do, my friend. Dustin and Nate both wanted to fight for a while. They were scheduled to fight in 2018, but fight never came into wishing. I think you meant never came to fruition. Who you got in Vettori? Hamzat Vettori. I always laugh that Guru says that Francis laid on Ciryl Gane during the fight. Do you see it that way or no? Not necessarily. I mean, he did throw some ground and pound. It wasn't the most exciting fight, but I thought Francis Ngannou clearly won. Is Darren Till going to beat Jack Hermansson? It could be very well. He could very well. Jack Hermansson needs to get you down, and he doesn't have very good takedowns. Who is the most fan-friendly, successful fighter? I would say Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje, probably. Tony Ferguson, been the answer 2 years ago, though. Mighty Mouse, I swear Nate called out someone recently, but I forget who. He's been calling out everyone, for the most part. Would you say Nate is in your top 10 greatest of all time? Absolutely not. Who is Arnold Allen going to fight UFC London now that Cater's booked? I have no clue. Yair Rodriguez, but I think Yair and Brian Ortega are supposed to fight, so I have no idea. Is this a full-frame cam and what lens? No, it is not a full-frame cam. It's the Sony a6400, and the lens is... I'll tell you right now. I will tell you right now the lens. It's a Sigma 16mm f/1.4 lens. There you go. What would be the game plan for Oliveira versus Justin? The game plan for who? Why the hell is Darren taking such a long break? He's just getting older. I think injuries. Who should Jamal Hill fight next? There was a fight that I wanted to see. Anthony Smith. I think Anthony Smith would be a lot of fun. And if you haven't also... Oh, never mind. Hold on. Bro, I was picking Gaethje before, but I feel like it's going to have trouble with Oliveira's knees and elbows. I think Gaethje's ribs are going to be in trouble. I actually talk about that in the prediction video, so make sure you check that out tomorrow. Seemed like Cater and Josh Emmett fought before, but they did not. How would you rate UFC 274 full card? B-. I have an entire video on the channel dedicated to exactly that, grading it, talking about the fights. Imagine Ngannou fights Fury laid out cold. Would UFC sign him? It would be silly look on Dana will not sign him. I don't know. OSP better not lose the Shogun this weekend. I can't believe they're fighting again. Love it. Thank you. Yeah, check out some of my 4K content. You'll see how crisp it is. This is just a stream. I'm only about maybe 2 foot away from my camera, but it looks like I'm much further away from my camera. Like I can literally, look how close I am to my camera. I can touch out. I'm not even fully stretched out. I can touch buttons on my camera's body there. But go check out some of my 4K content. You'll see how crisp this lens is. It's such a wide angle lens too. I think Charles submits Justin round 2. Fair enough. I would love to see Brian Ortega versus old boy who beats Edson Barboza recently. I've said that too. I've said that. It's funny you just found the channel. I've been saying I would love to see Brian Ortega versus Bryce Mitchell. What would the game plan be for Charles Oliveira? Beat him up, take him down, and submit him. Anthony Smith versus Paul Craig, Jamal Hill versus Ozdemir, in my opinion. I love all those fights. I think Justin TKO's Charles round 2. That could very well happen. It could happen for sure. You never know. You never know. I'm getting tired of watching Andrei Arlovski fight. He's boring. I agree 100%. He's been boring for the last couple of years. Thoughts on the upcoming Bellator event? I don't even remember who's fighting. Isn't it Congo? I'm so tired of seeing Czech Congo fight. Speaking of fighters we're tired to see fighting. Tired of seeing fight. Oh my goodness. Czech Congo, Ryan Bader. Who wants to see that? Oh, Yo Romero's on the card. What time is this card? It's 12:30 Eastern time. I'll see if I can stream it. We'll see. Probably not. Would you rather cut women's division or 125 division from the UFC? Women's 145 doesn't exist, so I cut that. Thoughts on Romanov? Absolutely dominant win over Chase Sherman. Interesting addition to the heavyweight division for sure. I can't wait to see where he goes in the future. He could be a legit heavyweight contender. Johnny Walker needs a big step down in competition. Agreed. Joe Lozon, Donald Cerrone, OSP Shogun are the most useless fights on the card. What the purpose do they serve? Agreed. Hopefully UFC Paris happens. It's already announced. It's in September. Gane versus Tuivasa. Sherman should be ranked 100. Fair enough. Sherman should be ranked 100. I don't even know if he should be ranked that high. I think you might be ranking him a little bit high. Okay, guys, my upload is almost done for my main event prediction. I will be posting that tomorrow. We'll take a couple more questions until that's done. So, guys, post questions in the chat. I appreciate you guys all for joining me. It's super late right now where I'm at. It's 2 a.m. I'm actually tired as hell. Don't forget to like the stream as well, and we'll go through a couple more questions, and then I'm going to get out of here. And you guys will check out that main event prediction tomorrow. So, Sean versus Cruz, who you got? I lean Cruz slightly. Would you rather have Damian's fighting style or Wonderboy's? Wonderboy's Damian Maia has a terrible fight style. Romanov versus Chris Daukaus next. I think Romanov would wreck him as well. Should Izzy go for light heavyweight title again and wait until his next fight? If Yuri wins, I wouldn't mind seeing that. If Glover wins, he better run for the hills. Glover would give Israel Adesanya a career-altering beating. Career-altering beating. Sean Brady versus Gilbert next. I wouldn't mind that. Here go people underestimating Charles Oliveira, talking about Justin Gaethje's going to KO him, and they're saying the same thing about Dustin when he fought Charles. He passed the test with flying colors. Fair enough. Can you rank the whole card? In my opinion, the main saves it all. I rank it as a B- as a whole card. The top three fights, are amazing. Tony Ferguson, Michael Chandler, I love it. Carlos Barza, Rose Namajunas, I love it. And the main event is amazing. So I give it a B-. There's also a couple decent prelims. I think Brandon Royval's on the prelims. Chaos Williams is on the prelims. The first two fights on the main card are garbage. Fighters that should be retired, but still, I still rank that as a B-. Have a good night. Going to check out the rest of your page tomorrow. Appreciate you. Do you know the Demir guy? That guy is underrated. Yes, I do. Put the new video for members only until tomorrow. I don't know how that affects. I gotta do some Googling. Maybe I will. I don't know how it affects the recommendations on YouTube, and it makes me worried, if that makes sense. I don't know if I did that, I should upload it twice. I'll have to do some Googling Pitties and STI because YouTube has really been recommending the content lately, and I don't want to mess it up. What I could probably do is unlist it. I'll leave it unlisted, and I'll give you the link. So look for that in the Discord. Look for that in the Discord chat, okay? That's what I can do. And you can look at it unlisted. Yuri hits too hard for Izzy. Fair enough. Romanov will kill Daukaus, I think. Are you watching the new Tough season? Absolutely not. If Glover gets Izzy down, it's going to be bad for Izzy. He's going to get Izzy down. He's going to wreck him. Shaking my head, Charles Oliveira hasn't shown that quit since he fought Paul Felder back in 2017. Yeah, people underestimate it. I think Donald Cerrone and Joe should be a good fight, to be honest. Yeah, but it's meaningless. Is Pena the worst champion? Probably. Who should Song Yudong fight next? I wouldn't mind seeing him against Dominic Cruz or Sean O'Malley. If Khabib never retired, should he fight McGregor again to embarrass him again or no? He should never fight him again. He destroyed him the first time. There's no reason to see that rematch. Who has a better chance of beating Usman, Hamzat or Shavkat? I'll say right now Hamzat, just because he beat Gilbert Burns. Dan Hooker needs to fight a bum at 155. Dan Hooker needs to get back on the winning track for sure. I think Charles has shown too much of his game for Justin to slip up. Could be very well be. It's a very compelling matchup, and I am super excited for that fight. The main event prediction will be out tomorrow. if you want to maybe see it early, I'm going to post the unlisted link in the Discord chat. Probably. I'm going to have to do some quick Googling and see how that works. If you want to become a member of the channel, the link is down in the description. But other than that, guys, I am going to get out of here. I hate how Tai Tuivasa calling out old guys like Cruz and Aldo. I think he beats them badly. No, Aldo looks good as ever, and he lost Aldo already, so maybe he just wants to avenge that. Joe, are you superstitious? 50-50. Last question. Last question. What's the best UFC card of all time? UFC 189 was incredible. That was one of the most incredible main cards I've ever seen. I am, and I hate it. That sucks. Cerrone and Lozon would be a perfect main event of the prelims. Agreed. Who you think about this kind of new channel, allegedly? What you think? What new channel? What new channel are you talking about? Now I need an answer to this, Sawa. What new channel are you talking about? Let me know in the chat before I go, please. What Shavkat did to Carlston Harris was televised murder. Fair enough. Good night. Alex Romanoff is now ranked 13. He probably deserves it. The heavyweight division needs some depth. Sleep tight, Joey. I will sleep tight, Earth Rocker. UFC 200 sucks. I agree. Dan Hooker looks so slow lately. And if the UFC ever does golden canvas like they did at UFC 200, I'm going to beat somebody. It's just called allegedly. That's it. It's only the word allegedly. I don't understand that. See you next time, Joey. See you next time, Jordan. I will be streaming Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. If you guys want to discuss all the latest MMA news, become a member and join our members-only Discord. We got about 25, 30 people in the members-only Discord. We talk all the latest news every single day. You can message me directly. So if you want to sign up, the link is down in the description. And I think that pretty much does it. Don't forget to like the stream. I appreciate every single one of you for joining me on this late evening. And make sure you check out my main event prediction for UFC 274 tomorrow. Share it. Subscribe to this channel if you're not subscribed. And guys, enjoy the rest of your night.